This question is now addressed to Ms. Susan Ople. Besides the creation of special government units, what other new legislation, if any, do you intend to push that will benefit OFWs and prevent another Mary Jane Veloso in the future?
Thank you for that question, Chai and Rappler. I think what is important is that we review, we undertake a comprehensive review of the overseas employment program itself. Overseas employment is now 41 years old. It started during the time of my father when he was labor secretary. Ang dami ng cracks, ang dami ng gaps. One of the gaps that we need to look at, 4,000 to 5,000 Filipinos leave the country every day. Yung clientele, and this goes to, this also is an answer to what Senator Alunan said earlier. Yung gap na yan, if you have 4,000 to 5,000 leaving the country every day, and yet yung embassy personnel mo, hindi naman lumalaki, hindi naman nag-a-adjust. For example, in Jeddah, you have a ratio of 1 embassy staff to 11,000 OFWs. So kung kunyari, magkaroon ng giyera, wag naman sana, pero magkaroon ng giyera sa Middle East, paano mo maaasahan yung ating embahada na magkaroon ng successful, smooth, and efficient evacuation plan kung ganun yung kalaki yung ratio? I think we need to look at the roots. Bakit, ano ba yung push factors for OFWs to keep leaving the country? Bakit patuloy na nakikisilong yung mga Pilipino sa ekonomiya ng ibang bansa? And yung legislation that I'm considering also looks at push factors like contractualization in the workplace. Pag nag-abroad ka, 2 years contract mo. Dito yung mga trabaho, karamihan, nasa 6 months lang yung contract. And then, yung salary differential, driver ka dito, mapalad ka kung 10,000 pesos sweldo mo. Tumawid ka lang ng dagat, 30,000. Pwede mong sweldohin kung driver ka sa Taiwan. So yung mga ganong aspeto, that's why we need a department for OFWs to look at all of these problems.